So my last video I talked about judgment in layers, and I feel as though I should go a bit more in depth about judgment on yourself. This is something I struggle with quite a lot. I have a lot of self-doubt, well, not as much as I used to, and I found that meditation has helped. Problem is it's an ongoing battle, and a lot of people get tired. I don't know about you, but I get tired of my own self-doubt. It's the most frustrating thing in the world knowing that you have this little demon that you didn't put in there, but you have to spend most of your life fighting. It's the best way I can describe self-doubt, because you didn't put that there. Somebody told you many times until you internalized it that whatever you think is wrong, because that's what self-doubt is you telling you that you are wrong no matter what it is. Now, this can be as small as checking a word. We have all used Google. Don't tell me you haven't used Google to check a word, because you're checking. And is it just me? Do you just get a little bit of happiness when you actually spelled it right? It's daft, right? But it's something that it's something as small as that. But then it can go up to anything of what you've got going on in your life. And I've struggled with self-doubt all my life. And it wasn't until I sat and started to meditate and listen to myself and listen to everything that I had going on that I realised, once I got past layers, like I said in the last one, the judgment is in layers, that I judge myself through self-doubt, because I was always told I was wrong. And even when I knew I was right, I was wrong by every other standards. And even when I argue my point now, which sometimes it's just not worth it, sometimes you just got to walk away. But you've got that feeling of, am I right or am I wrong? No matter what, even if you choose to walk away, even if you choose not to fight that battle, because you've got to pick and choose, because if you don't, you'll be fighting everything and everyone. So when you're still walking away thinking, am I right, am I wrong? And it's a skill you have to practice. Fighting self-doubt. I always think self-doubt, it doesn't come self-doubt straight away to self-confidence and I'm feeling confident about myself. It's sort of like a build-up. You've got to kind of hit neutral before you hit confident in your abilities. And people seem to think that you go self-doubt, I'm confident. No, you got to go self-doubt, and self-doubt is took away bit by bit by showing yourself that you can do these things, which is why I still struggle, because I've got 35 years of doubting myself and having people tell me I'm wrong, and how if it wasn't for them, then they wouldn't have been able to do something, rather than actually, no, it's me who did the fucking work. But I self-doubted that for so long that I believed I was wrong. So, you see, this is a vicious bloody cycle. And I want you to understand that when you're coming to whatever, to resolve whatever it is within you, through your spiritual way, through your meditation, or if it's just coming to peace with your past, I find that it takes it in stages, take it a little bit, and you have to celebrate. Like anything, people seem to forget that in the start you've got to celebrate your wins. So when you've doubted yourself and then you go, oh, are you checking you was right? Don't gloat to go, yes, I'm a winner, fuck you. No, please don't do that, because that's not going to help anybody. You're just going to come across as a prick. But just celebrate your wins. Like, I was right about that. Maybe I'm not as wrong as I thought I was. Or I was right about that. Take the example for the word. I wasn't as wrong about the word as I thought I was. Or actually, I was right. But you've got to celebrate your little wins, because you're trying to get to neutral before you get to confident. Don't try and skip that level. Just don't. You're not going to win on that one. It's the only time you'll hear me probably go down on stuff. It's the fact that you're not going to jump 6 scales. You can't. You've got to put the work in. You've got to do it individual. It's not your fault why you self-doubt, but it is your responsibility to get through each point and assume that it's going to take time. It took me 35 years to realize how much self-doubt I have in me. Why would I think it'd be clear in a couple of weeks of meditation? It took 35 years to build it and build that wall. It's going to take possibly just as many years to destroy it. It takes time. So if you have some self-doubt going on, once you've got to your level of realizing of your judgment about yourself, if you've got to the level of realizing my judgment is generally because I doubt myself, my answers, and what I choose to do, you've got to build your trust with yourself and do it slowly. You do, in the same way as you would with anybody else. Build that trust slowly. Build that relationship with yourself, that you can trust your own, like you won't doubt yourself. Start with small things, build them up, realize that you can trust your decisions, and then just go from there. But go self-doubt, neutral, confident. Don't expect to do it all in one go, because as I said in a couple of videos before, I've been working on myself. When I made the decision to change was 7 years ago. And it took these 8 weeks, 9 weeks now, maybe going on 10, to realise that 7 years was just the buffer to everything that I need to do to be able to be the true person I want to be. On whatever path that may be, but it definitely wasn't on the one that I wanted to do for the last 7 years. That includes universities. Well, I still want to do university, all right, but that includes paths that I'd chosen before and everything like that. So please understand that these are the things that you've got to work with yourself, and they do take time. I am rambling now because I feel passionate about this. Take your time. You're in no rush. Took you however many years to get to this point. It might take you how many years to get out of it. Don't expect, in my case, it's every 35 years. It took me 35 years to get to this point. It's probably going to take me 35 years to get out of this point. So be patient, be kind. As I always say, be kind to yourself. And until next video, bye-bye, love you. Oh, if you like this, you know what to do. You really know what to do. Like, subscribe. Help a girl out. Bye.